Good afternoon, I'm Jarrod Melmeth with 2NURFM Hunter News. New South Wales Minister for Corrections David Elliott is in Cessnock today to commission a new 400-bed rapid-build prison following a record construction time of 54 weeks. The Hunter Correctional Centre opens today and comes equipped with over 600 CCTV cameras and 3 perimeter fences and caters for both minimum and maximum security offenders. Over 1,400 corrections officers have been employed to operate the facility. However, it's not all good news according to Shadow Corrections Minister Guy Zangari, who says the jail will be too densely populated to ensure officer safety.
Normal prison setup, you would have 1 or 2 inmates in a cell. In this situation, you're going to have 26 high-risk offenders in a dormitory. And we know that it is a pressure cooker environment and things can escalate quickly. There are concerns for the prison officers' safety.
2017 Haywire winner Jarrod Sansom will head to Canberra this Saturday with 30 other participants to develop positive changes which will give back to their communities. The third-year Newcastle University student won ABC's Haywire competition last year when he shared his family's story about growing up in the red zone of the Williamtown PFAS contamination disaster. Jarrod Sansom hopes to bring awareness to local youths of the difficulties PFAS-affected communities face.
People have been living in a contaminated area for some time now. So 52 people on Chemistry Road within the red zone have been diagnosed with cancer.
Motorists are being advised of changed traffic conditions starting today and ending Thursday, February 1st for maintenance work on John Renshaw Drive Bridge over the New England Highway. Roads and Maritime Services are carrying out the works which involve replacing one bridge joint and damaged sound walls. Works will be carried out over the 3-day period between 7pm and 6am to reduce the impact to motorists, while lane closures and a reduced 40km/h speed limit will remain in place. Newcastle Airport's passenger numbers just keep on climbing after welcoming a record 1.27 million people through the gates in 2017. The flow of passengers through the airport last year increased by 4.9% year on year, with growth attributed to a mix of businesses and leisure travellers. Newcastle Airport CEO Dr. Peter Cox says due to its friendly staff and quick check-in times, the airport has come away with the number 1 ranking.
There's a sort of a global airport ranking system, and so we're in the Australia-New Zealand part of that, and so it ranks us against other significant airports. So it's not smaller regional ones, it's the Sydneys and Melbournes and Perth, and we ranked first in 18 out of 31 categories in terms of what is important to passengers when they come through the airport.
The Hunters Wine region will play host to the latest music festival, Jazz in the Vineyards, not to be confused with Jazz in the Vines. The inaugural Jazz in the Vineyards will be held at Hope Estate in November and will be headlined by jazz great James Morrison. And power remains out to about 50 homes and businesses in Maitland. Ausgrid has restored power to homes in the Largs, Bulwarra and Bulwarra Heights areas after around 800 homes were left in the dark earlier today.
Sport for our sponsor, PRD Nationwide East Maitland.
Newcastle Jet stars Andrew Naboo and Dimi Petratos will be hoping to shine against Melbourne Victory this Saturday, as new Socceroos coach Bert van Marwijk is expected to be watching closely. While the majority of the 23-man lineup would appear settled, Van Marwijk is reportedly searching for bolters with the potential to enhance firepower for this year's World Cup in Russia. Meanwhile, the Newcastle Jets W League side have guaranteed a top 4 finish, their first since the 2008 to 2009 season, with a 5-1 thumping of Canberra on Sunday at McKellar Park. And Waratah have a father-son combination in their Newcastle District A-grade pennant ranks this season as they prepare to defend the 2017 crown. Dad Damien and teenage child Jessie are now part of the squad, which has won 8 of the previous 10 titles, including last year's final against Toronto. That's sport. I'm Lauren Freemantle.